Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, guys. Complications as always and technical problems. We did manage to finally fix them. Even with Deb's help here, like sometimes technology fails you.
Still had some issues, yeah. How's it going, guys? I haven't seen you guys in ages.
Yeah, we haven't been around for a while now.
Yeah.
We just totally forgot about you.
Oh, so sad.
And we remember you was like, why doesn't it work? Where is Deb to help us?
Yeah, even today it wasn't working. But we managed some kind of fix. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Shall we do some quick highs before we can actually, because we have a lot
Yes.
of things to cover and we've wasted 20 minutes trying to figure this out.
It's just, anticipation, right?
Yeah.
Hello, how's it going? A Grim Weasel, howdy to you too. And Poppy Bless, and Prime Time, and Zen Ace, and Dazex. It is in fact me. Scourge, how's it going?
We didn't clone her and duplicate it.
Yes,
we got someone
exactly.
else.
NKBDL, nice to see you guys. Let me go on the YouTubes as well, and on Facebook. Hi guys. This better be good. Hi Rob. Maximo, how's it going? Emir and Jason Perry, what's going on? Gaston. Orofino, hello. Corey Speaks, hi. Terrell, hi. Or JC, how's it going? TC Burhan, I love you too. And Steve Walker, hello. Corey Bullock, hello. TC Burhan, I said that already, but meh. Hello. Hi guys.
Hello everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to another exciting stream of Transformers.
Ooh,
Of
let
course.
me see on
So this week,
YouTube as well.
YouTube.
1 second. Let me find it.
Let's hide some of the junk we have together. We have to how many boxes of trying to get them working. Some of them don't work, some of them is like technology.
Yeah, we really need to throw out the ones that don't. Hello to Dogu Blood and Vel 1S9 and Anton Issa and Shane Green, Howard Choi and Killedage 6 Win, Damon Swinky, Shadow Warrior, and to you whose name I can't pronounce because it looks like Chinese, I think. And Hoy and Old Tim Destro, Grand Galvatron, what's up? Digital Fanboy and Shane Green and Larry Fletcher and Tom Schaefer, hello, and Rama and Maddie OCQN and who have I missed? Mr. Dragon 34 and another name I cannot pronounce.
Cool.
Wait.
Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
So we're a bit
Jeffrey
late.
Mayfield, hi.
Yeah, we're a bit late today. We're just
And
gonna go through the event.
We have quite a few things to cover.
Yes.
We have a new event coming in this weekend. We're going to be talking about this. We're going to show you our new bots coming soon in the game.
Yeah, we're gonna show them in the showroom this week.
Yeah, so we're going to just show them in the showroom. We have some other one reveal coming up.
Surprise.
Two reveals. There's there's a trailer that we're going to discuss, a community vote.
Yes.
There's also a surprise that we're gonna surprise something that comes out next week, and we're gonna also show you a bit more of combination defense. So quite a few things to cover. It's a lot,
Alright, you better
and we
talk.
have 40 minutes. Cool. So yes, let's go. This actually is gonna be the first time we're gonna not use the device and go through
Ooh,
Unity.
that's true,
So hopefully
yes.
it won't break everything. Saying that, yeah, no, it's all good. Event for this weekend. So the event is called Friendly Fire. It's an alliance tournament. In this event, you can win a Forza Crystal. So if you and your alliance finish a whole event, you get enough stars, you get the whole Forza Crystal, and you can get the Forza bot or a duplicate. You get 2,000 premium shards, you get up to 40,000 spark, you get up to 10 Informer Crystals, which gonna go through what they contain, and also you get Super XP. As we said, we're gonna be doing more events, we're gonna be giving Super XP, so you guys can level your bots. So let's see how the totalizer looks. So you can see there is a Shard Spark from a crystal that contains up to 15,000 spark or up to 500 3-star shards, or up to 1,000 4-star shards. So there's a few other like drops in there, so you can actually get more shards or 3-star shards or sparks. So that's the crystal that you can get. More spark, more crystals, and if you go all the way to the top to around, halfway through, you get to 2,500 4-star shards. So everyone in your alliance can get a 4-star crystal, and there's a few more extra steps for the alliance that can push further up. Usually in these events, until now, Hyro was putting the 4-star crystal all the way to the top, but they were a bit lower on the points that you could collect. Now I think what he did is he still kept the 4-star crystal where he used to, but he gave some extra levels and some extra rewards for the alliance that can actually push forward.
Yeah. Or for those who want to continue like XP during the weekend and enjoy the super XP, they get like extra rewards for it. That's pretty sweet.
So as we said, again, this is a Super XP event.
Yes, it's Super XP.
Don't crash anything.
Hey.
Cool, didn't die in a massive pile of fire. So yeah, you can get up to actually 200s. Yeah, we guarantee that this is actually Super XP, and the battle zones have the correct thing. So that's the event in a really quick format. So again, just play over the weekend and you can get a 4-star crystal with a chance of getting a 4-star boat and cool of other like shards and rewards and other things. Cool.
What do you want to mention now? Community vote maybe?
Yes, let's talk about the community vote.
Let's talk about the community vote. Yes.
Before coming back.
Pretty exciting. So we are working on a brand new trailer for the game. You know how epic and awesome our trailers are. And so yeah, we are creating a new one, and we want you guys to sort of be in the director's chair, if you will. We want you guys to direct part of the action of this trailer. And so we haven't finished it yet. We want your input before we even really kick it off. And so we have an idea for how we want the whole drama of it to unfold, but we haven't yet picked out who the main stars are, you know, the stars of this trailer.
We want you to pick up what your favorite characters are gonna be, so they can actually feature them in the trailer.
Yes.
We last trailer we've done with the Titans. One of the reasons why we did this is I'm also like Mark, where like our video guy that used to do the Lance
video guy, cinematic artist.
Guy, yeah, that used to do all our trailers.
Video guy does
until like a year ago. He's come back in the company. He's come back in the company, and what he says is like,
come say hi.
yeah, and he's like, oh, I want to make a new trailer for
You're
the
gonna ping him.
Transformers. So he won that opportunity, and we thought like, why not involve you guys? So there is a vote. Have we put the link in for people to access it?
Yes. Yeah, I think Fab's about to do it.
Yeah.
And basically there's going to be a major showdown, as there usually is, between some Autobots and Decepticons. There is a big reveal on the Decepticon side that we can't yet talk about. So if you are an Autobots fan, you're basically going to choose the Autobots that you think can basically vanquish or take down this new Decepticon enemy. And if you are a Decepticon fan, then you're going to choose the bots that you just want to see crushed by said Decepticon enemy. Now, we can't say yet how the battle is going to go or who's going to come out on top. That remains to be seen in the actual trailer. But yeah, it should be exciting, and
Yeah.
I guess we don't even really know what the bots are going to be yet, so that's cool.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited every time we do one of these videos. It's like, yes, like, because it do remind me of our childhood, like especially getting those characters to animate and battle it out, and they're pretty good. Like the ones we've done, like a lot of people just ask, can you guys make a movie? But we don't have the budget for that, but at least we can offer them every now and then.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, we've had some pretty epic trailers in the past. They're
Yeah.
always really fun.
Cool. So
Cool. Next up, should we
should we move to should we do first dialogue and then go to show the new characters?
Sure. Is the
Yeah. Are we gonna see the? Oh yeah. Oh no, we're not gonna see them in dialogue.
No, they're not. They're not yet.
No.
But at least we can get some of the backstory of these characters before
Yeah.
we start like showing them in the showroom.
I really like the backstory for these two characters. I think they have like an interesting personality, and then yeah, Simon Furman really wrote a nice story around that.
So let me move this out of the way. Okay. Cool. So without further ado, let's go through the story for this event.
Ooh, exciting. Man, I haven't done dialogue.
I was actually clicking on the on the Twitch window instead of the window that I'm playing. Gets confusing.
Excellent.
Let's start, since you've done this for a while.
Okay, here I go. Smokescreen. Back on Cybertron, but no welcome wagon.
Duh, because well, no one's supposed to know we are here, Smokescreen. Covert mission, remember?
I get that, Mirage. It's just feels good to be on Cyber Firma again.
Less chatter, more focus on the job at hand. Optimus Prime wishes that sensor tower taken out.
And his wish is our command, eh, Drift? Plus, we get to stick it to the cons big time. If Prime wants a blind spot, it has to mean we're gearing up for a major offensive to retake this whole sector.
That is my reading of the situation also, Elita. Take RTX and you control the spaceways and flight path, opening up the channels for a whole wave of attack ships.
Hold! Movement! Up ahead! Guards!
Wait here, I'll deal with them.
Right, because we've just along for the ride. What makes you? Oh wow, I never saw that coming.
Face it, Smokescreen. No one sees Drift coming until it's too late. I count myself as pretty stealthy, but him is super slick and super quiet.
Which is more than I can say for you, Mirage. Come on, move, before someone comes to check on those ex-guards.
On it. Keep watch while I lay the charges. One demolition chunk coming up.
I don't like this, Drift. 2 guards? I expected more. The tower seems almost deliberately vulnerable.
Yes, the Decepticons knows its tactical importance as much as we do. Something's wrong, very wrong.
Hey, heads up! Someone's coming!
Friend or foe?
Autobot, it's an Autobot. But what's he doing here, now?
Hey you, get out of here! You're going to blow our...
Smokescreen! He shot Smokescreen! We've got to...
Get out of here now! Decepticon, stealth drones, decloaking. All around us, the mission's blown.
And the
Hey,
mission is
and
blown. And scene.
So, guess who just joined us? Come on by.
Come on, join us,
Come
Mark.
around the
Come
back.
around.
Hello.
They won't see you there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you have to
Sit
actually
here.
join us behind us. So, Mark, it's the first time you'll be joining our stream, I
Yeah.
think.
I think he's
No,
got
I've done the story.
Also, look how buff he got.
Oh, yeah, like we sent you
What's
into a
that?
training
the
camp.
camera.
Yeah, but they can hear me.
Okay, cool. We sent him into a training camp for a year. That's why he was not with us, but now he's back.
Another fitness retreat.
So we're talking about the new trailer coming up.
Oh yeah, the new
Anything-
Transformers trailer.
Anything to say with us?
Have you done the vote yet? Like,
We've put out the survey link, so they're going to be able to vote, and they have the gist of what's going to go down in the big epic battle. But yeah, this was Mark's idea as well, so.
yeah, I just thought like it'd be really cool to get people to vote who they wanted in the trailer, and a lot of the time we kind of pick it internally, but it's just a case of like you get to see the bots do cool things, and it'll be good to see like what people want to see really. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
a man of the people.
It's more exciting for me as well to just be told like, oh, we want these bots and try to figure out what to do with them and like how to kind of put them in cool battles and that stuff.
It's a good thing because like Deb was asking me, which are like characters that you think are a good setup to put on a video, and I was like, I have no idea. just let's vote on it. Like just it takes the hassle out of my house.
So, from Mark's side, he's like, let's do something nice for the community. Jonas is like, great, I don't have to deal with it.
It's actually, I don't know.
Different approaches, same outcome.
It's funny because we spend a lot of time thinking like what's the lineup, what type of box we're going to do, what theme, and what's really exciting about this is that hopefully we'll get like a combination that people haven't seen before, or like something.
Yeah, I mean, we probably will have Optimus somewhere there.
Yeah.
I hope to, because like we want someone to see Optimus.
I
But
don't know.
Well, we don't know.
I would
It's
say
not
I would say don't pick the people.
Well,
who
maybe
you've
that's
seen.
my favorite.
Don't pick the bots you've seen
Okay,
before. Like
don't
we
vote.
always see Optimus, we always see Bumblebee. Pick strange bots. It'll be really cool. No,
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like pick really strange bots. It's really challenging to find like bots that haven't really been featured necessarily on film, or like or they aren't that common even in the games and stuff. So I don't know. Pick something weird. I think.
Yeah,
it'll
go
be
nuts,
challenging.
guys.
Yeah,
Pick weird bots.
Yeah.
yeah, please
Make
do.
Mark's day.
No, it's more exciting for me to have.
Do you
these,
have
so-
any timeline about do we speak about the timeline when we're gonna be showing some teasers or anything, or not?
We'll tell you that next time.
Yeah. But the voting just finished this Sunday.
Oh yeah, tell them that, yeah.
So please vote until this Sunday to the links that you can find in our official Facebook channel, in the newsletter,
Mhm.
and I think there will also
Maybe
be.
in the game as well.
Good question.
We'll see. I don't know, because Hyro unfortunately is away for a family case, so
Yeah, but
We
it's
might not be
up
able
there.
to
It's
do
the
it.
first post on the Facebook page, so you can't miss it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, make sure you get in your votes by Sunday, and then the trailer will be revealed next month.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think,
we-
pick interesting bots, pick weird bots. Like, give me something really crazy, without trying to reveal anything. The Decepticons have like a very big, scary surprise, and it'd be cool to see bots that you don't think are hero bots like go up against this
Yeah.
this new threat, and yeah, like I don't know, I quite like the smaller ones.
Yeah.
I don't want if you have Optimus, it's just. I won't say it's boring, but I've done so many Optimus videos.
Give Mark a
Like,
challenge.
done lots of Bumblebee, done lots of Ironhide, and
Grimlock.
yeah, a lot of Grimlock. that's why I was obsessed with Grimlock.
You probably will have to do the same characters again, but let's see.
Let's see.
Really excited to see what you guys get to pick.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Definitely.
Cool.
Alright.
Well, thanks for joining us. Mark.
All right, cool. Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
man. I'll get out of your way.
Sorry for rushing, but people are like, we want to see the bots. So, see you, Mark.
Bye.
So, the reason of the story, I guess, at the moment is, as we discussed, both Optimus and Megatron wanted the bots that will infiltrate the other lines and actually give them the advantage.
Yeah. So they both so they back in the leadership of their own faction, and they're looking for opportunities to just get information from the other faction, and they're looking at how to infiltrate the other faction. And this is where Punch and Counterpunch come into.
Well, we just told them that it's Punch and Counterpunch.
Well, it's in the. Oh.
Yeah, so, but I mean, we will have just revealed them. So yes, Punch and Counterpunch
Oh, I
are
missed it.
the next bots coming in the game. This is a pair that has been requested quite a lot in the stream and through other channel. And so when we just finished doing all the combiner bots and the new Bisco characters, we said why not just go back old school and why not do these guys? So yeah.
Yeah, and they're really quite cool.
Yeah. So let's
reveal them.
Let's actually get to see them. So yeah, there's Punch. Actually, for everyone that doesn't know from the original cartoon, it's quite funny because Punch and Counterpunch are pretty much the same bot with the split personality.
Yeah.
So
it's funny. It's actually Punch can actually turn into Counterpunch in the G1 cartoon, I think.
yeah.
And the thing is, you would think it's only a matter of appearance, and they use it to just actually get into the other faction. But there's also they send a signal, being an Autobot and a Decepticon, and it also troubles their personality Counterpunch is obviously like the bad guy and he's kind of like the bad conscience,
Yeah.
but the cool guy as well because he can do whatever he wants because he's not subject to any rules, while Punch is trying to be nice but still tempted a little bit by the darker side of his personality.
Yeah. So as you can see, it transforms into a blue car as they did before, and yeah, they're pretty exciting characters. And from what I've seen, we cannot reveal abilities yet; it's too early. But what I've seen from what Fabian is doing is something interesting.
We're going full lore. On this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
And we can do that because they are the same characters, so we
Yeah.
can actually, for the first time, do abilities that actually totally fit both characters. Because it's good when you can have character that's similar, and we don't have like like a rhino and a spider. So we
or a plane and a car.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
easier. So let's actually go and see Counterpunch too.
So the difference are subtle. It's kind of like, so they say in the story like they are two sides of the same coin, and it's a little bit like that because actually the back of Punch
Yeah,
is the
you
front
can
of
you can see
Counterpunch.
now after you've seen Punch and Counterpunch that pretty much like that's Punch from that side and that's Counterpunch from the other side, so everything just changes around. And people said the soldiers are correct. Yes, yeah, we did make when we were designing, like one has to have them at the back, one has to have them on the side. So
The head is also different.
yeah,
We actually got like, I don't know, we went a little bit back and forth with the artists because they were not getting the head right.
they were just getting this. I mean, because we told them the body is similar, but the head is different. They were just keeping the same head for both.
Yeah.
So you could see, like, on view him from his rear, you could see a head. And it's like, no, we have to just change them.
Yeah, so that's them. Like here we can see them in the showroom, and then probably in 2 weeks we're gonna show the ability. The ability will probably be revealed next week in newsletter.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we need we'll probably reveal it easy on the newsletter next week early, so we can actually give it a chance for our playtesters to actually play and get some feedback and do some balancing changes in time for the release that will be coming in 2 weeks time. So they're coming soon. Hope you guys like them. I think in this case they're quite similar to the original G1s, and they're actually not from one of the later toy lines. So hope you guys like them.
Yay!
Cool. So moving on.
Moving on, are we going to do a surprise announcement?
Well, so the surprise announcement is a lot of people have been asking us recently what's going to happen with the Prime Core SART events. Prime Core SARTs, as we know, we're using them for our Prime Cores that are limited. There are like 12 of them, and for a lot of the people that are actually completing all the event, they're now getting to the last ones. So one of the people's questions is like, what's going to happen with Prime Core SARTs afterwards? Are we just going to stop doing the event? So our decision was like, we do like this event. It's, I guess, from Hyro is a bit liberating because most people like them. They like the event format, so we do want to keep them doing. We just want you to have something else to do with your Prime Core SARTs. So what we're gonna be releasing, and we're announcing this for the first time this stream, and it's gonna come in next week event, is we're gonna have a new rarity of power cores on top of the usual bronze, silver, and gold.
But what's better than gold?
What's better than gold
in
is
the Transformer universe.
so it's the G Metal cores. So let's see if we.
So G metal is a
Yeah.
metal in the Transformer story, and we actually made the look of the core. Is that the right count?
That should be. Well, let's figure it out before I can actually start sewing them. So G Metal cores. So what they're gonna be is like just a rarity above bronze, silver, and gold. So they will be actually going up to level 20. The same as Prime cores. Actually, Prime cores were actually based on the G Metal kind of layout of leveling. And they're gonna just give you a bit more boost to.
Yeah.
So G Metal cores are gonna have exactly all the cores we have at the moment.
Yeah, all the cores that have bronze, silver, and gold variation. So there's not going to be G-metal core of like XP core
yeah,
or
I can
anything
see
like
it.
that. So yeah, so all the regular one, the building, all the squad core,
Yeah.
all the bot core, all the G1 as well. Yeah, all of those.
So all this is gonna have a G-metal version of it. And there's just as you see the basic stats like is quite similar. I don't know if I have one attack core. It's a bit stronger than the base gold one. So the attack core, for example, is 5%, 4%, and then it goes up to like significantly bit higher damage. I think on the armor core that we were checking, it goes up to 15%, or from what I remember.
15.5?
15.5%, and the same for, of course, all the attack.
Elements, ordnance, and yeah.
So how can you get these scores? I guess most people will be wondering now. So we don't want this to be like similar to introducing all 5 stars that you have to grind to get them. We're gonna allow you. We're gonna put in the store 2 chips, one for only the bot cores and one for only the building cores. So you can, every time you finish a whole prime core event, you'll be able to get one of these, depending if you want a bot course or a building course. And then all the cores inside those chips, we're gonna have the same variety to get. So every time you finish an event, you have the chance of getting one of these G-metal cores. We don't want like people to just go crazy, throw money in something that they can get. It's there so you can play an event and getting more powerful. So we don't want straight away everyone to just go chasing for them. We're gonna be limiting them how you get them. There's other ways you can get them. If you get a duplicate 4-star, there is now gonna be a small chance that you're gonna get the G-metal core. But this is gonna of a secondary. This is gonna be something of a nice to have than actually the main goal of actually collecting it. It's the same thing as when you get a duplicate 3-star, then that sometimes you get a 4-star core. Other ways, gonna decide if there's ways you can make it easier for the G1 bots to get those cores and all that stuff. We don't have all these details. I'm gonna be releasing them as we go. But I think from next weekend's event, you're gonna, or if it's a bit delayed, maybe the week after, you're gonna be able to exchange your prime core shards for getting one of these cores instead of getting the prime core shards or the prime cores. Or just get the prime cores until you finish them, and then you can just have something to use your prime core shards instead of just waiting, because some people will need to still catch up. So we're gonna have to keep these events running for a while.
Cool. That's cool. They look pretty good.
Yeah,
I like the G-metal.
it's something I've been actually on the pipeline for a while now.
So sparkly.
Yeah, purple, and I think G-metal it's something in the Transformer universe. I think I remember when we were researching it back in the day. So it's what they are.
There's going to be a lot of trivia question about it later.
Cool.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's any questions actually till now.
I haven't seen any questions really.
Before I go to the next thing.
No, I think it's pretty clear.
Cool. So since we have no questions, we have. Do you know the trivia actually? So I can take a breather.
I can do some trivia.
Yeah, let's do some trivia. So
Yeah.
No, Giannis, keep talking.
So we just talked about the G-metal
That's
cores. So, what should we say? We should say first that when you give your answer, you need to give us your HQ level, in-game name and alliance name, so we can find you. Post all of this together with your answer in the chat, and we'll pick some winner at random.
Oh, well done, Fab.
So the first question is:
proud.
we will be releasing a higher tier of power core and Transformer Earthwars. They are made of G-metal, but from which planet is this virtually indestructible metal from?
Yeah.
So, where can you find G-metal in Transformers? We're gonna be waiting for your answer.
there is a lot of questions. Now there are actually questions about G metal. What's the cost? About how much is the fuse value? I think it's pretty high. I don't know those values yet, but they're going to be pretty high when you fuse them in. If you want to do that, they're definitely much stronger than a gold one.
Yeah.
Significantly. So if you don't get one you liked, then you could easily use it to level up your prime cores or your other like cores.
Yeah, so I will repeat the question. Post your answer together with your alliance name, in-game name, and HQ level. The question is like, on which planet in the Transformers universe can you find G metal?
Okay. I know the answer.
Cool.
How long do you want to give them?
I don't know.
I see some answers. Can I pick winners?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yay! Okay.
So
You
while
guys go ahead.
Deb is actually picking the winners, I'm gonna actually show you the next thing. So we're gonna show you more details about Combined Aero Defense, which is currently in testing with some of our external playtesters from the game. And actually now it's a bit more in the polish form. I think there's a few bugs we have to do, but we are more kind of settled in how the outpost and the beacon and how it's gonna work is actually gonna look. So this is the beacon building, as you can see it on the canvas. You can assign a combiner and it has a charge. These values are still kind of placeholder because we still use it for testing. But what seems to be indicating is the combiner we're gonna have full DPS, like 100%, and we are leaning to kind of have like a 40% kind of the health of the combiner that you're gonna assign to it. The reason for that is we decided not to have the combiner take automatically damage as your combiner do in attack. So because we figure out that a lot of people will just spawn the combiner and then just remove the troops so they can get him to timeout. So we felt like a combiner on defense needs to be something stronger. So
Something you need to
something
address.
you will be able to address instead of letting die from himself. But we need to also address his big health. You can also see that you can assign any ability, as I said. In this case, we have the force field ability that we have put for the defensor. So the way it works is you can select any combiner that has. This is a new window that you can actually see what ability is assigned to this combiner. In order to assign abilities, again, you can go into the combiner lab and you can do it from there. This is the only place you can do it. So for example, Optimus Maximus, we want to set the Soapfire missiles. So you just tap on the technique on the top, and that allows you the ability to select the Soapfire missiles, and you can actually see here in the defensive ability what actually is set. And you can do the same for any combiner. So the option is you can select any of the abilities that you have unlocked, like for 3-star, any of the 2 abilities, or if you have a force ability.
That's a lot of abilities.
That's a lot of abilities, and there's a lot of ways you can actually use it from thinking about it. For example, we decided for the time to leave any stun that happens from the combiner ability to affect another combiner. So your combiner can actually, if he has an ability that stuns, stun a combiner that attacks. So that could give you a really powerful thing if you're afraid that people are using the combiner against you.
That really opens like a lot of strategic possibilities for you to defend your base depending on how you want to do it.
So again, you can go and assign the combiner. So you can see Optimus Maximus is his new ability, but let's do Defensor because his ability is really cool on that. You have to charge the building. It's the same as the steel generator. This is 2 hours, but this is not gonna be 2 hours probably. It's gonna at least be a day. This again, I said the placeholder thing. And let's take it for a spin. Let's see the combiner.
Let's see the combiner.
You want to do the
Announce the winners?
Announce the winners while I do
Yes.
that?
Congratulations to Zenace 33, as well as to JC Messi, and to Michael Gallagher. Congrats to all of you. Yes, allow like a day or two for your awards to hit. Yeah. Congrats.
Loading.
Uh-oh, wouldn't it be sad if it crashed now?
No, it would be really sad. It's of course a little bit slow since I'm doing so many things on this laptop.
It's true. It looks like it's gonna explode. Is it?
It's
Yeah,
coming.
it's really loud.
It's coming. Don't jinx it.
Mine was freaking out today as well. I couldn't deal with sound.
Cool. Here we go.
Hey.
This is me attacking an Autobot again. Test features. But as I
I
said,
really like the turquoise.
yeah. So as you can see, you will be able to see an indicator if there's a charge on the outpost. This little beam like flashing on the thing. And this means that this outpost is active and used to be something you're afraid. The range is a bit bigger than a normal outpost. So we're still playing around how it's gonna be, but I feel like it needs to be a bit bigger so you can not easily avoid it. So let's see what happens when you just deploy a few troops under this. So that when the troops triggers the outposts, it's gonna be all slow. It's Unity.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We are
It's
running the
coming.
game directly from the computer today. This is not
So
an
that's
actual
defense
footage of the
source,
game.
Yeah, this is not a
force
real
or
rendition.
ability, which actually reflects most of the damage back.
Whoa, cool.
Deals damage when he does, and then he switches to a melee kind of form. And then the good thing with this ability is the ability to be designed for defense. So when the combiner finally dies, all the defensive buildings will actually inherit some of those the shield that your
We see the
bots
shield,
do.
yeah.
So as you can see here, the defensor is now finally died, and all the buildings now get an extra shield for a few seconds, reducing the amount of damage.
There is
Uh,
yeah, so we designed this ability to be especially good for defense. So if you don't know which one to choose at the beginning, you can definitely go to this one. It's a good choice.
Yeah. So that's it. A sneak preview of how it's gonna be. We
There was
don't.
a bit of questions around the OR13. So you will need to use some to activate your command.
You will need to activate some to keep your. So we're gonna have a look to see if we need to increase the cap or the storage of how much ore we give you. We do have another way of getting OR13. You can actually buy by using Sanix. So there are other methods you can actually top up, but we will make sure that you actually can afford it.
Yeah, there was question about like if the regen of Shinix will
Yeah.
be increased or stuff like that.
Cool. We're still doing the final balancing changes. So far, like people are saying, like it's good, but it's not really game breaking. But so we don't feel that it's gonna make a massive difference. I will remind that when this goes live, there won't be any Prime League effects. So for the top league, you'll be able to just have a base HQ16 with just the addition of the combiner for a while until you can figure out the difficulty. We don't want straight away to push everything to be really hard. The only caveat, as I said, is like if you put a combiner on defense, you cannot take it in battle while the combiner beacon is charged. So be careful, if you put your best combiner there, then you might not be able to use him while he's actually in use. So there's a few things to see, but I think overall people will enjoy it and gives you another option in defense.
Yeah, that's going to be good for wars,
Yeah.
definitely.
Cool. So we have 3 minutes left, so should we do the final trivia question while I try to see if there's any questions?
Yes. Fab, do you want to do it?
Yeah, so the next two bots to join Earth Wars are Punch and Counterpunch, which are G1 characters long requested by our players. But what's the name of the two-part episode of the original cartoon in which they appear? So what's the name of the episode, which is in 2 parts, in which Punch and Counterpunch appear?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take this occasion as well to answer a little question. There was, can Punch and Counterpunch be used on both Autobot and Decepticon team? No, there will be, so there are 2 different bots. There will be Counterpunch for Decepticons and there will be Punch for the Autobots. But there will be a little something about faction that happens that we will probably showcase next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still 2 bots. So, question, trivia.
Cool.
Also, as you know, you probably know, your trivia or our trivia always comes from the lovely Nathan Webb, whose art you can check out over.
There was a great today's story that Apple did recently, featuring like Simon Fairman and Nathan, and you can actually check it. He had a little bit of art from the games. Both Simon and Nathan has been really helpful over the years, and that's
I will share it now. Check out the story; it's pretty cool.
So please have a look.
It was also shared on Twitter. I think I saw it there.
Bam! Yeah, it was in the newsletter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't had a look, check it out. It's a pretty cool story. I wonder this art that he's got on there. Did you make that, Nathan?
No, we made. I think what we did. We gave a lot of assets to Apple. And they made it.
No, but this asset.
Yeah.
Is that an Apple asset, or is that one Nathan made?
Apple.
Apple made it.
We gave them a lot of our assets.
Amazing! That looks great.
Yeah, it's a good composition.
I didn't see that in the newsletter.
Hmm?
I didn't see that in the newsletter.
We missed it.
Shame.
It's a shame.
Yes.
Cool.
And let's pick some winners. Let's
Yeah.
see. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, let me.
A lot of people seem to be worried about the combiner's difficulty on the game. To be honest, what we've seen is that a lot of top alliances are actually finding it really easy. Everything we do is gonna be a step up in order to not push for an additional HQ earlier and actually making it hard for everyone. Also the combiner on defense, because the way of design is that not a lot of people have combiners, not a lot of people have combiners to spare. For that, it's not going to be used by everyone. So we still think that it won't have as much impact. So actually, for once, just play it and see how it feels. A lot of people will probably be putting the lower leverage combiners, that probably would just be having another bot in the battlefield. So it's not really that thing. A lot of people will always panic when new things come, but I think that keeps the game fresh and keeps some extra.
Yeah, that keeps the game fresh, and we also have playtesters trying them to try and balance it. Of course, we will be listening to your feedback once they release. If you still think it's too difficult after you've tried them, we're open to support.
We forgot to announce actually that with the release of Combiner of Defense, that the Nexus Prime Core is gonna get another buff.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite one is we are gonna have it affect all the bots in your squad versus the damage I think it deals against the combiner that's on defense. So it will be a way for you to kill the combiner faster if you have Nexus Prime Core. The details are still working on them, but hopefully you guys actually think that it's actually going to be a significant thing.
Yeah, it's still in the making, so we don't know exactly the value, but yeah, we're going to do that probably by next week.
Yeah.
So we've got our winners, and also as well as Nathan Webb, do check out our community of content creators who make some really great stuff all about the game, like Sunstreaker Waza and Engineer Hoist. Oh, excuse me. Who am I missing?
There's a few. Let's see if I can actually go into the influencer channel and actually see.
He's gonna check. And in the meantime, our winners are.
We have Skyward Gear.
There we go.
Sunstreaker Waza, as we said.
Engineer
Hoist. And Skyward Gear. We do figure out. We do feature them every now in our social newsfeed, in the newsletter. So we're really excited to work with these guys.
For sure.
Anyone else? There's Soulja XD.
Oh yeah, Soulja. Yep.
There's a few people there that will be doing stuff. So, and if anyone else has a channel and want us to give them a hand, let us know. Cool.
Definitely. Winners are, speaking of, Sunstreaker Waza, as well as Elvin 4Box and Stephen Shee. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, everyone.
All right.
Cool.
I think that
I
wraps
think
it up.
that is the time that we had.
Yeah.
Sorry for the late entry. But
Yes. Better late than never, right?
problems. Yeah. So
And don't be late entries to the community vote.
Yes,
Make sure
don't
you vote by
forget it.
Sunday.
vote the community vote, which votes you're going to be featured on our next trailer.
Yes.
Vote ends on Sunday. We did so the event happening this weekend.
Yes.
You get the ability to get a 4-star crystal for your alliance. We did so the next spots coming up, Panzer Gallipans in the showroom. We're gonna be talking about their ability in the newsletter next week and in the stream the week after. We saw the new G-Metal rarity course that's gonna be above the golden course that you can actually gain by participating in the Prime Course charge events. And we saw more details about Combined Aero Defense coming soon. No idea when at the moment, but hopefully the next week or the week after, soon in the game. So lots of exciting stuff. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Thank
See
you.
you guys in a couple of weeks.
Yes,
See you in 2 weeks.
see you in 2 weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye.